Hey, this is Trey back with you again. Wanted to do a follow-up about the dandelion, and I got a juice lined up just to show you. All right, so let's take a look. Now I continue the processing on further. I've still got some with the root system soaking here, and still some nice greens. I could choose to juice those, or of course I'm definitely going to separate the roots and dry those out. Or I might juice some of the roots. Here's a nice one here. And I've just got there. I've already, I actually had saved. I save a lot of my salad containers, the plastic ones, just to reuse them for pulp and stuff to take out to the compost for scraps and stuff. But so these are some of the greens that I've almost got like a regular full container of dandelion greens that I've had those in the refrigerator. I'll just put those back in there. But so those are the greens that I prepared. All right, so and here's that big plant, the real big one. I did separate a little bit of the. There are some little ones. It looked like a whole dome of seeds must have landed in one spot because there was a lot of little different plants, and you could see all the different root structures. That's awesome. What I was going to plan to do on that, there's those nice, real tender stalks or stems with the little tiny buds. What I was going to do with that is just let that whole thing dry out, and then of course separate the root from the green part, and then just pulverize the green dried part in a high-speed blender, and then you got like a powder you can use for tea, or add a scoop to a smoothie or whatever for a good jolt of nutrition. All right, so let's take a look at the juice I have lined up here. I'm going to call this just the Dandelion Spring Clean. I want to use part of the whole plant in this juice. So what I've got here, let's look left to right. I've got a whole bundle of celery, 1 cucumber, 3 apples. I've got about maybe a little over 1/4 of a cup of the dandelion blossoms. Blooms are a little bit closed now. I've got 4 small lemons cut up, and then I've got about maybe 3 or 4 thumbs worth of ginger. And then here's sort of like the dandelion selection that I picked out. I've got one of these little soft stalks. I'm gonna do that one. And then I've got some of those small greens here, the little small plants with the little small root systems. So I've got like some of those, and then I've got some of the stalks with the flowers attached. And then I've got some of the ones with the root. So I'm going to actually do about 4 that look about like that, which we'll try that now. So I'm going to run some lemons through here. That's always good to do first, because once you get the lemons in the container, it does help preserve the green juice, or everything that's in the juice. All right, so I'm going to throw a couple of lemons in there. About 4 pieces. Get that lemon started in there. Should see there shortly. There we go. Alright, so lemon's good to add first. And then it's sort of like an art, you just add a little of this. Let's try some of this dandelion with the root. Right, so I'm going to stick the root in first. And just, let's see. Tucking it down in there. Alright. Alright, so that's good. Let's see. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do this nice little stem here. I'll just put that in. Okay, cool. And then I'll do one of these little plants. I did soak all this off. It might have something that looks like dirt, but it's just residue, and that should have some healthy probiotics in it. Alright, so now I'm going to do some of these stems. So let's just try one, see a couple of them. Pull them right in. A lot of antioxidants and all of this. I mean, stuff that you can't buy anything for this. Not at all. Okay, so I wanted to just give you an idea how I'm going to go about the juice. So I'm going to alternate between the greens, the lemons, and the ginger, and then and also the blossoms, you know, and then I'll throw some apple in and celery. And then when I get done, I'll post maybe post a picture, or you know, just note how much total quantity made. Again, I'm going to call this one the Dandelion Spring Clean, using the whole plant, root in raw form, root, stem, blossom, leaves, the whole plant. Okay, all right. So I'll connect back with you once I'm done on the quantity and the comments. But until next time, have a good one. Bye for now.